Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
It's the After the Show podcast, precious show.
We don't care, we're about to swear on the air. It's the After the Show, so tune in if you dare. KVJ, get your skate every single day. It's uncensored. We can say what we want to say.
Oh, you know it. Hello, welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast for Thursday. Only got one more day left. Weekend is here.
One more day, bitches. I mean, witches.
Witches and bitches. Sometimes you're both.
It's that time of year where there's a lot of stuff that is going on. My gosh, you got spring training. Tonight they're going to have the World Series Championship Trophy at Clematis by night. Spring training then opens up at the ballparks here on Saturday. You got games at Roger Dean and also at Fit Team Ballpark at the Palm Beaches. That's going to be going down. The Honda Classic gets going next week. So there's just a ton of stuff that is going on here. Look out. And then they just did the announcements for Sunfest we talked about yesterday here on the After the Show podcast. Got this from the other Jason. Said, yeah, you were asking yesterday about Plus Live Plus, if that was the band from the 90s that did I Alone, Lightning Crashes. Yeah, that is their band logo. I went to see them in August when they opened up for Bush. Great show. They have so many jams I forgot about.
Is Bush the one that sings Glycerine?
Yeah, they
Glycerine.
do. Yeah, they do. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the guy used to be married to Gwen Stefani.
Yeah.
That is him.
Gavin Rossdale.
There we go.
Yeah.
Good looking, but he's got that wandering eye.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a cheater.
Yeah, I think he cheated with the nanny.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Fucking musicians, man.
Yeah, he's a poon hound. Typically Bush actually opens up for him.
That's why the name is Bush.
Yeah.
He named the band what he loves.
I mean, why not? If Jason had a band, it should be pizza.
You're right.
So that's the group's going to be there. And yeah, they do. They're one of those bands, if you go back, they had a massive hot streak. That one album they had, Throwing Copper, was huge in 94 is when that was out. And then they had a smattering of some other hits a little bit later. But yeah, they'll be good. If they're on stage, I'd sit there and have a beer and watch them. I'm good with that. Got this email about Hayden Panettiere. It says, okay, I'm probably going to get a lot of crap for saying this, but isn't this the third boyfriend to beat her up? I don't think any woman deserves to be hit under any circumstances, but I will say this, patterns are red flags. Almost every boyfriend that Halle Berry has had was abusive, and every husband was abusive. She destroyed so many of their careers screaming abuse, from Atlanta Braves' David Justice, Wesley Snipes, singer Christopher Williams, R&B 90s, her child's father, Gabrielle the model, Eric Benet, the singer, and countless others. I also know someone who dated Halle Berry 15 years ago, and he said that he had to end it because she was filled with drama. She's aggressive. She wants you to react, so she pushes buttons and goes this extra mile to row you up. I don't like to stir things up when I send emails, you guys, but when I saw the article on Hayden, I couldn't help but wonder at what point will these ladies say maybe it's me, or see the power that they hold in Hollywood and make a choice to live a drama-free life. So, or maybe I'm picking douchebags, or maybe I'm the shit starter. Figure out the pattern, and then do your best to make shifts within yourself, or find men who are the complete opposite of what you're gravitating towards. This goes for all women, not just celebs. Stop the drama, or you will be alone, and stop gravitating towards losers, because it's never worth it. Food for thought. So there you go.
Yeah, it's all fascinating. I mean, everything that we say is speculation.
Yep.
We don't know. We don't know what went down in their relationship. And actually, I mean, you can believe the witnesses that say he punched her in the face, but we don't even know if he punched her in the face. Mm-hmm. None of us know what really went down.
That's why it was so fascinating to hear that Amber Heard audio that dropped.
Yeah.
My gosh, I don't know if you all heard that audio, but it sounds, like you say, you're not there, but listening to that audio.
Hidden audio, you kind of are there.
I mean, it sounded like she is an evil, not just a bad egg, man.
Yeah,
it could really do. I'm talking about the Amber Heard case.
Right, I know. I mean, it definitely could happen. You know, who knows? There are certain patterns. And it is after you have had your third or fourth or fifth or sixth then you're just like, okay, there has to be probably at some point, like, what are you contributing to this? At the very least, it is the men that you are choosing to spend your time with. That's at the very least. And you're right. The audio that you were telling me about, she, in a sense, was trying to get him in a situation where he's like cornered, and it's like, okay, good luck, fight your way out of it.
And then she's saying, who's going to believe you?
Yeah.
Oh, you're an abused man, whatever.
She kept on saying, you never fight for me. Every time things get heated, you leave. Basically, that audio is going to, I think, save Johnny Depp from a lot of shit, because she said he was the aggressor and that he would be emotionally abusive to her, and the audio would totally prove the other thing.
Yeah.
He would just try to diffuse it by leaving.
And that's it. That's the right move.
She wants him to stay and fight.
Well, she admits to hitting him on multiple occasions, and then she, like you're saying, she kind of,
mocks him.
I didn't punch you, Johnny. I hit you. Okay, I didn't imagine saying that to anybody. I didn't punch you, Virginia. I hit you. Lighten up. Like what?
What?
Yeah, physical.
She's insane.
Crazy stuff.
Yeah. Well, and that's just it. That's where, you've got to look at these situations to see exactly what's going on. And it's a lesson for guys, too, that if you are with someone who is toxic, domestic abuse can go both ways.
Well, toxic people are toxic people.
Yeah, and if you're with somebody that is trying to escalate to a physical altercation, you need to leave that situation. And if that is a pattern, you need to leave that relationship.
I agree. Don't let anybody push you. If somebody is bringing out the ugliest side of you, that right there should tell you something about this relationship. If it's making you something ugly that you don't want to be in life, wash your hands of it and get out for your own sanity.
When you get older, I think that you have less tolerance for toxicity and toxic people, and you realize life is too short at this point to hang with somebody that is toxic.
Some people do. Some people don't get the memo.
I know. It's sad, but, hopefully you do.
I'm not even talking...
Then you're not learning from, previous awful situations, which...
And all fighting every day in a relationship, maybe that's what you saw your parents do, but that's not what a relationship that's healthy looks like. If you're fighting every day with your spouse, that is not normal. I don't care who's trying to tell you fighting every day is normal. That's a lie.
Well, no, let's just take out the physical stuff, because we all know that's awful. There are people that I know, all they do is fight with each other. You hang out with them, going into that situation, someone's going to say something that rubs the other one wrong, and now you're hanging out, but they fight constantly. It's verbal this, verbal that, fuck you, fuck this, fuck everybody. It's crazy. I don't know how you live like that.
Well, you shouldn't. Shouldn't you want better for yourself?
Should. Yeah, so that's a lesson. Anybody who grew up seeing those patterns with maybe their parents, learn it's not right and get out.
Fighting is so just fucking tiring.
Exhausting.
Oh.
Your home is supposed to be the one place where you create this nest of safety, security, happiness, and peace. If anybody fucks with that, kick them out.
When people, you know what? We need to fight a little bit more in our relationship. We get along too well. You are the drama person.
That person's crazy.
Who doesn't want a peaceful... And by the way, that can happen. You can be with a person and you can have a peaceful relationship. It's absolutely possible to happen.
Absolutely.
Jen has got some advice here. Jaybird, if you've not heard about it, you need to watch You on Netflix. It has 2 seasons. Season 2 is even better than season 1, but they're both awesome.
Okay.
I've heard stuff about that show. I think the ladies in my family watched it.
Oh, is it a woman's show? I'll love it.
I think it's kind of like a psycho dating kind of story. I think is what it's about.
We're trying to get me back in the game, not keep me out, right? I don't know if that's the right thing for me to watch, Kev.
Yeah.
We turned him gay.
No, you didn't.
If you decide you don't want to be with women anymore.
Oh, I do want to be with women.
Well, if the stories get scary enough, you might flip.
Oh, there's scary stories out there, but like we were saying, there's scary stories, guys and girls.
Yeah.
People in general are fucking nuts.
In fact, I read a story today of a guy who met someone on Grindr and then he ate him. Yeah. That's a story today.
Did he think that it was an actual grinder?
Yeah, he met like hoagies and grinders.
He put him in a meat grinder.
Yeah.
I mean, talk about a fucked up story.
Yeah, so...
You can't get any creepier or crazier than that.
No, so... Yeah, you can get those as well.
Jeez.
Oh, my God.
He ate him.
He ate him.
Yeah, he ate him. Yeah.
So I guess he had to have drugged him, knocked him out.
Sometimes they, blindfold him because they're into that sort of stuff. And then that's when they knock you out, punch you or hurt you or kill you.
At least you're knocked out. Could you imagine that you, like you're saying, you're tricked into getting like tied up or something, and now you're tied up, and someone's about to eat you alive? Holy shit!
Oh, it's crazy. And then the ironic thing: this guy's in prison now. The alleged grinder cannibal found unresponsive in his jail cell after not eating. Apparently, he ran out of people to snack on, and
he doesn't want to eat unless it's human.
Right.
I heard rumors, and I don't know if it's real or not, because there's so much folklore about some of these serial killers, but I heard that Jeffrey Dahmer used to scare everybody by making, eating jokes and eating people jokes. Even the guards were creeped out walking by his cell that he would fuck with people's head. I've seen him in interviews, and he doesn't seem like he would be like that. But then again, I'm like, oh, he would never do something crazy. Like, say, like he ate motherfuckers. So
you don't know what he's capable
exactly.
of. And I would just trust the guards. Whatever they said was probably true.
But I don't know if what I'm reading, if those are those real stories. I'd love to know that.
I'm sure there's been documented or video of the guards. Look it up.
I have. I read it somewhere. It wasn't a documentary.
I'd like to see them on video.
Me too.
Got this talking about documentaries. April said, I know you guys have been talking about them, and I wanted to let you know that the new George Washington documentary, George, is really amazing.
I'm hearing this from a lot of people.
Okay. Check that out. It's really amazing to see the country from the start. Just want to give you a heads up. And fuck you, Bird.
I don't know if I got it in me for George.
Oh, you would hate it.
I'm just not a history girl.
I don't know. Back in high school, I was so bored with history. What the shit was I doing? It's so interesting. I love learning about stuff from the
You're
past.
turning into an old man.
Fuck.
All old people like history.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I've been getting old for a while, though. I have. I feel like.
Oh, somebody's having a moment.
No, you're making me have a moment because you're calling me old.
Pushing you right into it.
Just trying to be a
Well,
guy.
I was
who-
hoping you would fight back, but you're agreeing with me. It's not so fun.
Maybe I believe it.
Yeah. I'm just getting old. Look at me.
We're all getting old.
Yeah.
Get in line, honey.
They do say that streaming is really growing. Nearly 1/5 now. That's 20% of television viewers across the U.S. are getting their TV from streaming services like Netflix or Hulu. And just last year, it was 10%. So it's gone from 10 to 20% in just 1 year.
Wow.
Yeah.
I still think Netflix is slightly overrated.
Do you?
I do.
I don't think you pay a lot of money. I think it's pretty good.
You know what?
Yeah.
You switched my mind. I think you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
You flip-flop and fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, really?
But I'm just saying he's right,
Stand
though.
by your guns.
He's right because it's not
Yeah.
that much money, and there's a lot. I could cancel HBO barring the shows.
Yeah.
But for movies,
Well, I just know that for me, I watched Money Heist last week, and I enjoyed it. I'm enjoying Narcos. And yesterday I paid $5.99 to watch a movie with Cannon with John Cena in it, and it was not very good.
and that's
And-
one
That was
movie.
your mistake.
That was one movie, and that was like $6, and then the Netflix is what, like 15? And so the amount of enjoyable viewing hours that I spent on Netflix versus that, it's not even close.
But you changed my mind.
Yeah.
It's good job, Ralston.
Thank you, yeah.
I'm telling you.
Debate team,
You
1990.
You need to run
Logan
for
High.
office. I cannot wait to get this in motion.
Yeah,
I
working
cannot,
on it.
I want to be a part
Look
of
at me,
it.
I'm wearing a suit, like,
You have politician
twice a
hair.
month now.
He's
Yeah.
got politician hair today.
Yeah, I do.
You just got
Yeah.
the haircut.
yeah.
And just for the record, no more John Cena movies.
Well, the kid loves it.
I
Yeah,
like
he
John
loves
Cena. And when
Yeah.
he's in,
He's a likable guy.
I don't like him. He's a low-budget rock. Yeah, I said it, and I'm not scared.
well, he is a low budget rock,
He
but
is.
he actually still for wrestling that have broken out into the movie world. He's in your upper crust
I don't
without a
like-
doubt.
I don't like the jean shorts. I don't like nothing he got going on.
Wrestlers do a lot of low budget shit.
You know what's weird is he now in his movies, he grows his hair longer, and he looks so weird with longer hair.
Without the flat top.
Yeah. I was just, that's all I kept watching in the movie when I saw you. So I'm like going, I don't know about John Cena. It's just, there's something about it.
Did I ever force you and make you watch the one clip where John Cena, it's a wrestling clip, he's walking and there's all these people and he's got a heckler and the heckler's like, yo, Cena! And he calls him out and starts to battle rap Cena and like Cena's just looking at the guy as the guy's like doing this, kind of battle rap stuff and then Cena just fucking lays down his rap, but it's really, really cringy and not good at all.
That's awesome.
I would love it.
Oh, it's so awfully awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, they also found that more than half of streamers subscribe to 2 or more services. So yeah, that's the issue. What is going to be people's threshold when it comes to you get more? Like we've got the Netflix, Amazon Prime. I think I was doing the Disney, but I think I just watched The Mandalorian and then canceled it.
Yeah, I got Disney. I got some bullshit because I wanted to watch Alfred Hitchcock Presents. That is Hulu. I paid for Hulu because of that.
Yeah.
It's not worth it.
Yeah. Got the HBO Max. I don't know.
Everyone knows Twilight Zone's better, Virginia.
Is it?
You don't give a shit.
No, she
I don't
at
care
all.
about that.
Kevin doesn't give a shit either.
I'm not paying for Hulu. I can't. I don't have time to watch everything I want to see on Netflix.
Yeah.
I just don't.
Yeah, I think we would be terrible at dating each other. It would just not be. We watch this different
For many reasons.
For so many reasons. My God, just the way you talk about TV annoys me.
Well, I'm getting a growing list of things on my queue list. I'm like, I don't know. I just don't know if I feel like committing to that. It doesn't really excite me, and then after a while, I kind of purge it a little bit.
And Netflix does not know me. The recommendations it's given me is some bullshit.
Yeah. Not good, huh?
She don't know me.
Got a couple of interesting projects coming out. Might want to watch. Will Ferrell and Paul Rudd are going to be teaming up for the first time since Anchorman 2. They're going to be doing a dark comedy called The Shrink Next Door. No word on what network it'll be on. Those guys are hit or miss. And I love both of them.
Love both of them.
Yes.
But
it is.
Some of the movies can be hit or miss.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd get into a run where I thought Will Ferrell movies wouldn't be that funny for me, but there's been a few of recent where I'm like, I don't know if I like that.
It's been a while since he's had a massive hit, right?
And again, I love Will Ferrell.
Yeah. Then Nicolas Cage is doing a movie called The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. Now listen to this description. It's going to include present-day Nicolas Cage meeting a younger version of himself, and he may be reenacting scenes from some of his old movies.
I'm into this.
I mean...
What?
It does not sound like
making my head spin.
How could you make that good?
I am a Nicolas Cage fan. He is a fascinating cat.
Well, if you like terrible movies, it sounds like he's got another one cooking for you.
Did you ever see the one where Con Air, where he's the...
I think I did a long time ago.
Gosh, man, that's such a cheesy, awesomely awful movie. Somebody in the chat room will yell at me, "Oh, fuck you, Bird. Con Air's a fucking classic."
I got an email here from another Jason. Says there was a lot of singing on yesterday's show after the show podcast, and it made me realize how much I needed headphone karaoke in my life. Any chance you can bring it back?
We were just talking about this.
Yeah, we're just waiting. Hopefully tomorrow we'll get an update. Maybe, we're just trying to find a location to do it. So hopefully tomorrow I'll have good news on that, but we are pushing it forward.
Headphone karaoke or cocktails and karaoke?
Because I thought you said headphone karaoke.
Oh, no, he did say headphone karaoke. Okay, yeah. Any chance you can bring a headphone karaoke? Yeah, we can bring that back.
Well, we were talking about doing that
Okay.
Distracted Idol. Do you not like that one?
We could. I think it's just putting everything together. It's like you try to sing. I remember one time we did it, and it was so chaotic that when I listened back, it just sounded like...
Virginia was hitting me with a dead trout.
Yeah, and there wasn't any singing. It just sounded like, blah, blah, ha, and you're just like, and on the radio, you're like, what is going on?
No,
like,
you're right.
Yeah.
It sounded like shit.
So just got to try to, tweak that a little bit so that we get the right amount of it out.
I don't like when we do pairs or duos.
Duets.
Yeah, I like when we do
Yes,
that. That's fun.
Yeah. It might be distracted karaoke, might be good combining... Remember where you had to do a song that you feel like you really know, and then you go off and try to sing it without the lyrics, and we could put it on a gentle shock, so it's not enough that it completely knocks you backwards. But yeah, that's a distraction, or maybe you get hit in the egg with face with an egg or something like that.
Shit, let's
when
do
you
both.
blow a word, yeah. So when you maybe blow a word,
Throw rice in someone's eyes while they're singing. Good luck keeping your fucking key.
No, not rice in the eye.
You don't think that would hurt?
I don't know.
I'd take it.
I'd take rice in the eye over an egg.
Yeah.
Oh no, rice in the eye, way more dangerous.
Okay.
We can do a little comparison if you want.
Then maybe you pick your poison.
I mean, egg is going to leave a lot of mess.
Plus, you could get a splintered shell.
Yeah, you're right. Egg can. Yeah, change my mind again. Fuck it. You're right. Eggs.
You're easily talked into anything today.
I know, it's nice.
Can I borrow $100?
Sure, I'm flexible.
He said, also, I wanted to pass a heartfelt congratulations to Texerado Longhand for completing the plank challenge. He's the best around.
You
Over
did
1
it.
minute. Yeah, you planked today.
Thank you, baby. I'm so sore from that 1 minute of planking. Gosh, my little bitch.
You are the show athlete.
In fact, today I am.
Today you
I
are.
can change tomorrow.
Ride high.
Tom has got a comment about your Breaking Bird bit, trying to get back in shape again. It said, would love to see you guys do a bit next week to see if Jason can identify 5 popular pizza companies just off the smell. Blindfold so he can't see. If he misses, he gets shocked. Maybe Pizza Hut, Domino's, all the big ones like that. So how do you think you do with that?
I mean, if we're talking about just the big dogs,
Yeah.
I feel like I would do very well. I don't want to come off braggy.
Yeah,
But-
you kind of are.
This sniffer can sniff.
I thought it'd be fascinating to see. I don't know. Would that translate good on the radio?
I always people seem to like those challenges where Jaybird puts a sniffer out there. That is pretty impressive.
I like to see how good the sniffer really is.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Keep on bringing pizzas in here when I can't eat pizza. Y'all are
A lot of people seem to love that.
Ah,
Yeah.
yeah, I know.
People, we got to give people what they want.
Oh, people are evil.
Let's see here. We've got Marcus from Dania
Marcus.
Beach. He said, I've got a question. Let's say you are dating or have a wife. How do you guys usually handle the situation? You go out for drinks, brunch, lunch, dinner. Is it always the man who should pay? Nowadays, where we talk about emancipation, females having the same job, situation, etc. Just want to get your opinion. Please reply when you tackle this on the show so that I know. Yeah, I mean, as far as like, what you're doing with buying meals and all that.
I like buying a meal for the
Yeah.
girl that I'm with. It makes me feel good. If that makes me selfish, so be it. I like to, if that makes me old school, but I'm doing that because I think people enjoy free meals.
Sure. If you don't like buying meals for chicks, then, which it sounds like you don't, gentle writer, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, it's a nice thing to go flip-flop back and forth. Maybe if you get this time, I'll get next time.
Yeah, I think, if you're a couple, a fair rule that you can maybe discuss is whomever chooses pays. So if it's your place and you're excited about it, then it's like, okay, I'll pick this one up. And
And if both of you make about the equal salary, then,
Yeah,
you
that's
can
part
keep
of
it
it,
fair.
too.
But if one of you makes like a lot more,
Right.
then the person that makes more should be picking up the tab more. That's just fair.
you're dating Mark Zuckerberg and you're arguing over the tab.
Oh, that's so. When I see people who have, and they have money, that, and they are cheap AF, it's pretty annoying.
It's
I'm
gross.
talking about to the point where they are. No. You got potato skins. No, that's $8. Like motherfucker, you own Facebook.
Yeah. Right.
Wow, if we're having potato skins with Zuckerberg, something's going right.
We're rubbing elbows with
That's
all
good.
the right people.
That's good. Okay, from the Raise Your Hand poll today, the ones that we got the most action on was if you have any naked selfies on your phone, raise your hand. We had, I believe, Virginia Jaybird was in on that.
I do have a couple that I've sent Panda. It's been a minute,
Okay.
but I'm pretty sure.
Now, your goal weight, are you going to be taking some more, Virginia?
I don't know.
It doesn't sound enthusiastic.
The vibe's got to be there, and I don't know if the vibe's there right now.
Okay, all right. Warm the oven kind of thing?
Yeah,
Okay.
Wow, your oven's cold, huh?
very.
It broke down.
Yeah, it's a struggle, man. Mm-hmm. Life ain't easy.
It's so weird because I'm in the middle because he's my boy, you're my girl. Fuck.
Yeah.
Well, you'll be spending time with him this weekend because he's not going to Mardi Gras, and
Okay.
he is going to go to spring training with you.
Well, Panda, if you are listening and if you drive, roadhead.
Roadhead.
It's nice.
Don't send me a picture.
I'm just kidding.
Have to warn the parking attendants.
If you and Panda get arrested.
No, we're not. Panda, me and Panda are too soft for prison.
Oh, yeah.
I would have, if I really went to jail, I'd have to go into it as my alter ego Bones, and I'd have to really never break character. I'd have to walk in.
Yeah.
Fuck you, motherfucker. Fuck you, bitch.
Oh, you're going to go in with the hard approach?
Bones don't take no shit from nobody. Bones hits the biggest motherfucker in the ward.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
He'll be
I don't
dead
know. Yeah.
in 30 minutes.
And so be it. If that's Bones' journey, but I don't think I go in as Jason Pennington.
No, well.
They'll stiff me out.
Yeah.
Oh, they'll stiff me out so quick.
I think probably your best play is to bring in your skills with that RH.
That's
Roadhead.
I would like
you just walk in
offer
there,
everyone
you
Roadhead.
just right away. You
That's-
suck everybody off in day one, and they'll love you.
I think that's the wrong way to go, my man.
You do?
I do. I think now
You got to play to your strengths, though.
you turn into.
You just turned into a cum bucket.
Yeah. Oh gosh, Virginia. What a term. My God. That's very vulgar. Come on. Even for the After the Show podcast.
You liked it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm trying to
The
avoid
visual
become.
went with that.
I don't want to be a CB. Okay.
No one wants that moniker.
If I take Kevin's advice, I would be a CB. I got to go in there as Bones. I'm sorry. Gosh, that would so suck.
The options aren't great. Bones or a CB. It's like, I don't know. Awful or worse.
Yeah, because I'm not going as Jason Pennington. They'll fucking sniff me out.
No, they will. No doubt. Fresh fish.
Fresh fish.
Okay, and then the raise your hand pull if you've ever taken psychedelic drugs. I think we had 3 out of 5 on that. I was doing that. Okay, so if you raise your hand, what is it that you have taken psychedelic-wise?
In the history of my life, I've taken a couple mushrooms before.
What do mushrooms do? Because I did not raise. I've never done any of the psychedelics. Never had those. They scared me. Just, people tripping balls and seeing dragons and demons and stuff. I'm like, nah.
No, for me, it was nothing like that.
Yeah.
It was actually, it made me very peaceful
Okay.
and very introspective. I thought a lot. I would think about my family a lot. And it made me kind of like deep. Like, so Virginia, let's talk about, here's the thing about fucking life. It was kind of like that.
Yeah, some people are doing, what do they call that, where they just do a little bit?
Ayahuasca or no?
No. They do, it's like something doping or it's...
Yeah, it wasn't anything to where I was seeing trails or anything
Yeah.
like that.
But people do that to open up their creativity now.
And that was
Intermittent
the other
dosing,
thing.
is that the name of it, I think? Intermittent dosing?
Yes, and I just did not want to put the guitar down.
Really?
It was
Okay.
very, you wanted to be, at least for when I did it, it made me very, wanted to be creative.
Yeah. Well, if I could, bang out 10 bits for the show, I'd...
You might look back the next day and go, yeah, we can't use any of this.
Who wrote these bits about dragons? Where are we going to find dragons?
Bird eats a dragon. Shit, dragons don't exist.
Can't use any of these. Virginia, you had yours raised?
Yeah, so back in the day, I did.
Last Thursday.
No, I don't like them. I only did them like a few times. And the first couple of times, I don't think I really felt much.
Mm-hmm.
And then one time, I took too much.
Oh, okay.
Somebody gave me LSD. And
Jeez.
I wigged out. I don't remember a good portion of the evening. I did some crazy stuff, and my parents had to come rescue me.
Okay.
Not a good look.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. I don't like feeling out of control, and that's the thing that scares me with any of those. If I ever feel like, okay, I am just, whoa, and I'm like, I hate feeling that way.
Out of control stuff is not, that scares me. Like,
Yeah.
I would never do that. I think you get to an age too where if you miss that window.
Yeah, well, it was all these people that I was hanging out with, bad people were doing it. And I was just like, oh, well, if they're all doing it, I want to be cool and do it too. But
Sure.
they seemed to be having a great time. I started wigging out
Not good, yeah.
and went and hid in somebody's room and moved all the furniture in front of the door and like paranoia and the whole thing.
Yeah, I mean,
tough,
I played
Ron.
baseball with a guy, and he said that he had taken acid, and he had to go to dinner with his girlfriend and her family. And he said, he's sitting there. Yeah, he didn't know he had to go to dinner, so he's out there at dinner, and he's looking at the dad, and he said the dad's face was melting, like on the table, and he was trying to keep it together. He thinks the dad's...
That's unbelievable.
That's unbelievable.
Like, they would realize that, right? I mean, if you're with somebody and they're that...
You don't know. I mean,
And tripping balls that hard, if you were the dad, you're like, something's off with him.
Well, I think Denny's had a story where... Didn't you have one of those from Stories in the Stoner? Where
Yeah.
he was at a table as well.
He was
and
freaking out.
He thought he kept it together, and then the
he
next
did.
morning...
He ate plastic fruit.
Yeah, right.
he said he left the place going, oh man, we got away with it. We really, no, he said you were trying to eat the plastic
You
fruit.
ate plastic fruit.
Didn't he wipe something up with like her cuff? She had like a doily-like cuff, and he thought it was a napkin, and he's wiping up the spills.
Yeah, it wasn't, like you say, a good look.
It wasn't a good look.
Yeah. People let me know microdosing is what they call that, where you take just enough to just kind of like open up the neurons, I guess, in the brain.
It's controversial. It's one of those things where, some people believe it could help. Some people believe it's just you're glorifying drugs.
Yeah. Well, if we brought Denny's in here to have him talk about his psychedelic drugs, we might add in this thing for another hour. So, yeah. He's in there talking to Suits.
But Denny's, he's nothing like that anymore. He would,
back in his day.
He's strictly just he barely even drinks. He doesn't like to, like you're saying, he doesn't like to feel out of control. And I get it.
Yeah, you just want like a nice, calm, cool, relaxed.
I can tell when he's drinking, though. It's pretty funny.
I like when he's like, okay, and he gets a plan ahead of time.
He
knows when he wants to get a little bit loopy.
He gets pretty like kind of rowdy a little bit. Rowdy Denny's.
Rowdy Denny's is fun.
Mm-hmm.
He gets a little mischievous.
He does.
And I like that because I get mischievous too, and we're like, all right,
we know.
What can we do?
Yeah, you never fuck with Denny's though. You always come for me. Always.
Yeah.
We all will be drinking. We're getting bird. She does.
She loves it. Yeah.
She loves to mess with me when she's drinking and when she's sober.
You love it. You love it.
I do. I love it.
Yeah. All right, Virginia's got one more day before she heads off to Mardi Gras.
Yes, hours.
You'll be here tomorrow?
I will be here tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Yes, and then as soon as the show's over, I go home and pack it up.
I can't wait to take that belt from you so you can't use it at Mardi Gras.
Yes.
As a no-name movie gang belt. All right, I'm holding it tight. Come for it if you think you man enough.
All right, Bones.
Bones.
That's right, motherfucker.
Yep.
CB.
Right. Back with you tomorrow. Y'all have a good one. Goodbye.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.